Thank you, Leena. Good evening, everybody. I'm Kumudha Rathna. I'm a professor of law and in particular business law. As you all know, when we study law, it's not so easy to accept anything, especially when it is not visible. And I've done pranic healing earlier, and my mentor is Padmini ma'am. And she told me casually about Healy one day, and ma'am doesn't tell anything at all unless it's 100% guaranteed in her experience. So immediately I went for Healy. I was wondering what model to buy, and ma'am told me go for the professional because it has all the programs like job, beauty, and all that. Then she gave me the number of Vanitha and then Leena. So Vanitha came and did a demo, but I didn't understand much in the demo, but still I went for the professional Healy. Then what happened is I've been doing a research, going through Healy Academy website, and also in YouTube, you have this Tuesday Tips program coming from US and all that. But theoretical knowledge is not of any use. It's irrelevant unless we put it to use, we check it out. So what happened is I've been using this for the immediate past fortnight, and I came forward to do this testimonial because the chain of causation of goodness, especially this huge level of goodness, which brings about holistic well-being in the sense physically, mentally and emotionally, which is unheard of. So I thought this should continue and the chain of causation should not break. And the best part is when we spread it through word of mouth, by our experience, it is very effective. So you see, especially in India, we are aware about the basic concepts of inner wellness and all that. And all human beings world over, globally, without exception, they yearn mostly for peace, calm, serenity, and all this in their surroundings, irrespective of what life dishes out to them. But if you see, though we take different routes, like going to worship places, to gurus and spiritual practices, seldom do we get the serenity of calmness. Of course, when we do meditations, we get glimpses of serenity, but it doesn't last long. When we go into the outside world, again, a small trigger and we become angry or, all those things set in. So what happened is, since 2014, I have been practicing spirituality, pranic healing and all that. I've been looking for a sustained level of calmness and peace, no matter what happens in the external surroundings, outside world. But I have not been able to achieve that. Then what happened is, I came about with this Healy. I started using this, and I'll tell about the first two effects that I've seen. The first one is about sleep. Mr. Push told this afternoon also in a Zoom meeting about sleep. What happened is, I've been sleeping well, of course, but I wanted to try this sleep application program, and I played it for 4 hours, 14 seconds, because it's mentioned that Tesla code is the most effective and that we should not go manually. So I went for that. And 4 days or 5 days, the sleep was so balanced in a sense, I didn't know what I was doing. I woke up only at the usual time. And I wanted to know whether it is because of this program or myself. And so on the 5th day, I didn't use it. And I could see, a difference. So the sleep program is helping a lot. And another thing is something which all of you should try it out and believe for yourself, not my words. What happened is, for this past 1 week, right from Monday till now itself, 100% absolute positivity I'm feeling. Not a single negative thought about any person, any situation. And it feels like a blissful, jubilant time, all the time. All these 7 days. And that's certainly unbelievable for others. When I say you might not believe this, but I'm experiencing it even now. So Healy has helped me achieve this consistent state of bliss, serenity, calm, and no negative thoughts at all about anybody, any situation, which I could not achieve in these 9 years, I would say, from 2014. Now, I would like to tell about my experience in running these programs. Of course, the first week is quintessentially the gold program because I was told that it detoxes our entire system, removes blockages and all that. So after the first week, we can go for, in my experience, not only the pink cap, I was told by, Mr. Vikas and all of them that we can use the blue app even 24/7. So that way, what has helped me most is, I would like to tell, I've written it down also, the soul cycle, then the well-being, creative homeopathy, psych. That analysis is really superb in the sense, it brings up what is really inside us. And these back flowers, I don't know anything about that, but when I ran this analysis, it was so mind-boggling in the sense, small things about us, which we even don't realize it brought up. And the best thing is, like Kirti Shah said, it is not only analyzing, we can also, the remedy is also there. We vibrate and all that, and it gets fixed slowly because in the next analysis, the percentage would have gone down. So, and then bioenergetic support in that coherence is very essential, I feel, because it establishes an intercommunication between the body, the mind, and the soul, and aligns our system to the universe also. The coherence is very important. That's what I felt. And regeneration in fitness, because regeneration of the cells, because I've been told that the cells age as we go on, and the cells to be regenerated into youth again, this Healy helps a lot. And also today, if you see, the buzzword is stress. And not only the elders, adolescents, even school children are talking about stress. But what I found is the stress factor can be removed by many applications in Healy. I made a list itself one day. Especially anxiety, depression, and pain. Only 20 minutes it runs. Then deep relaxation and fitness, well-being soul in mental balance, and emotional well-being. All these have helped me a lot. You might wonder how I came up with this list, because one day I was feeling quite down without any reason. Then I thought, why not try out this Healy? And I was going program by program, and I made a list of all these things which are affecting the mental, affinity. And then I ran them one after the other. And after the 50% of the list was over itself, I found I suddenly became light and my usual self. So these programs are very essential when we feel even slightly low, because at the root cause level itself, we must remove, is it not? And another thing which I found very useful is bioenergetic defense, especially geopathy, because geopathy trust, again, Mr. Vikas told in a program at 9:31 evening that many people are affected by illness, but they don't know the root cause. And even medical practitioners are able to find out, means no, they are not. And when you run the geopathy stress, you find that because of the way the building is, where it is located and all that, we might get into illnesses. So this geopathy stress helps a lot. First time I analyzed, it was 57. And then after playing it, 3 times, the next time I analyzed, it had gone out of the top 5 list itself. So that's very important. And also another thing is digital nutrition. Mr. Push was telling even today, the digital nutrition is very important because we take a lot of vitamins, but the consumption level within our body, it is not so much. It is quite less. But when we take these digivitamins, in website, if you see, they are mentioning as vitamin V also, it has 6 combinations and analysis also there. So like Mr. Push was mentioning, we can do the analysis daily and run it also. That's very essential because vitamin intake won't give as much effect as this Healy Digi nutrition is giving. So these are some of the benefits I've experienced just within a fortnight. And we cannot stop here. We have to do research more and more. And of course, like I told, first week goal cycle is essential. Then like Vanita was telling me, from the second week, we can run the all Healy programs and the top 5 listed, we can have it during daytime. And evenings, we can use even the Blue app, because the Blue app alone running programs are separate. For example, Australian bush flower therapy, courage, learning. Learning is very important even for school children and also people who are doing project, no matter the age. And weekends, we can use beauty, skin. That's what I'm doing. So happy healing.
Superb, ma'am, superb. We are just absorbing so much information in one time. I know you are deeply rooted in Healy, and we will have a separate session to listen from you. You have done your study, for sure. You have done your study.
Let me thank all.
Yes, ma'am.
To Mr. Vikas, Leena, Vanita, Rajendra, Mayank, and the team. They were so supportive and had a very good time during the weekend. They came over to Chennai. And also my thanks to the founder, Mr. Marcus, and also all the researchers over the years. I've been told that 25 years, 30 years, they've been researching. All these have come to help us, to give us good health and right in our palms. Thank you very much for the opportunity. I hope many, many people use Healy and benefit out of it. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you for sharing, and so detailed, and I could just see how much you are involved deeply into Healy, so much studies you are doing, and
it's benefiting me, that's why.